Have you asked yourself recently why you feel a certain way? Welcome to my weekly video on the Power of Pinocchio, my book about inner growth and our connection to something bigger. This week we will try something new. I will tell you upfront what I've learned from Pinocchio's story, and then at the end we visit our charming little friend and see what happens to him. This week we look at the deep connection between experience and emotions. Let's first have a look what experience does. Have you seen something that you recognize from your own life? We learn from experience. Every little thing we do creates new connections in our brain. That's how we get to know the world and to get to know ourselves. Bit by bit, experience changes the way our brain is wired so we can perceive, think, and find our place in life. But the role of experience doesn't stop there. Let's look at another thing it does. Again, have you seen something that feels familiar from your own life? Our experiences are unique. They make us who we are, and they shape how we see the world. And we all see the world differently, because we've all had different experiences. Even the same person can see the same situation differently, depending on what they have lived through. So let's return to the question from the very beginning. Why do we feel the way we do? To illustrate that, let's visit Pinocchio at the very beginning of his life. As soon as Pinocchio is carved into a puppet, he jumps into the world like a little whirlwind. And he tries Geppetto's patience again and again. He's only interested in whatever feels fun in that moment. He comes across as completely rude and selfish, but it's part of his job. He needs to break free from Geppetto, who wanted an obedient puppet. Pinocchio needs to go his own way if he wants to learn, if he wants to have real experiences. And of course, he learns the hard way. Like when he begs for food and gets drenched with water, or when he loses his feet because he didn't pay attention to the fire. All this learning is needed to get rid of his wooden head, to develop his consciousness, which will be the topic of next week. And with these lessons come big emotions, like in the puppet theater, when he's supposed to be burned in the fire and resists with all his strength, only to offer himself voluntarily a moment later because he wants to save another puppet. It's not the fire that causes his emotions, it's how he thinks about the fire. It's the same with us. Strictly speaking, emotions don't come from the outside world. We create them ourselves. We actually have influence on how we feel, maybe more than we realize. How we feel depends on all the experiences we've had, on our consciousness, and on the choices we make. Let's stop here for today. Thank you for watching, and please stay tuned.